Buongiorno. Asperger's professors, critical thinkers. Well, it's getting kind of difficult trying to think of things to talk about that don't have to do with my daily life. I have probably plenty of things in my head that I can talk about, and I have to dig them out from time to time. They hit me from time to time, but then I don't have the opportunity to write it down to remind myself to talk about it. Especially with me trying to clean up my video content versus talking about work and stuff. Because I don't want to have to keep loading or have videos um, that I have and I want to upload them, but I don't want to have the potential of me getting in trouble if something I say on there could be um, brought back on me. I don't want that. My job's not worth my YouTube channel. I haven't made partner yet, so it doesn't matter. And that's what's funny, because if I made partner, then I wouldn't need to work at Walmart, and I'd have nothing to talk about. So I got to talk. So I guess that's a formula. I got to talk about things that I will have to be able to continue to talk about, because if I rise to stardom because of my tenure here at my work, then what have I gained if I leave, if I ever did make partner? But with the direction I'm going, I won't make partner this way. I mean, my videos are droll, my videos are downbeat, I'm moaning, I'm like, woe is me. I'm not funny all the time. So, yeah, I don't edit my videos, they're all organic. I don't have, I barely get enough time to try to upload them, let alone edit them, because it takes so long because of the video files are really big, and it takes a while on my 1.5 connection, and that's lessened because of um, it's I have it connected wireless on the computer that I do it with. But I think that yeah. But I think that one of the things that I was thinking about was an issue I realized some time ago, and that is about the rainbow that God provided in the sky for Noah when they got out of their boat when the flood was over. Now I'm not saying that those events didn't happen, but it does seem a little far-fetched. It sounds like a good story. It sounds like a good tall tale. It it's got some truth to it, but there's a lot of legends and a lot of things that You know, there's part truth, part not truth. Um, but just like with anything else in the Bible, well, like Genesis was written by Moses, okay? Um, and he was writing about things that happened like 2,000, I think it was 2,000 years before him, thereabouts, 4,000, stuff that was ancient to him, you know. So I mean, documents of that sort could have been very sketchy at best. Um, but the thing with the rainbow is that the way the Bible cites it, and the way that people believe it, was that there was no, and I could be stretching here a bit, but now, from what I understand ecologically, before the Great Flood, there was no rain that ever, there were no clouds of rain that formed, no storms, no, because the climate was balanced and the Great Flood unbalanced it, and that's why we have storms and stuff today. They said that the way that plants would get watered naturally was that the dew would come over and it would settle on the plants in the morning. So it was a kind of makeshift rain, but not rain. But that kind of sounds far-fetched too. It's like, how could dew? Because I've seen dew, you know, condense on plants and stuff, but I don't see how the dew would be that massive to keep them watered. But what I'm talking about is that uh, the rainbow, the way it's cited in the Bible, is that because there had been no rain, and then after rain would happen, and then, you know, we have rain and we have the rain in the sky, and the rainbow shines through the raindrops, and the light refracts through the rain. It acts like a prism. So the way the Bible is cited, and like I said, I am kind of stretching a little bit, they make it sound like there was no light refraction before the flood. Maybe not in the sky, right? Maybe not in the sky at all. But if you took any amount of water and you poured it anywhere, and if it would splash off and create a mist, and the sun shone through it, it would still create a little rainbow there in the midst of that water. All it means scientifically is that, yeah, there's no rainbow in the sky if there was no rain in the climate. But now, because there is rain, now there's a rainbow in the sky. But even through Moses' understanding, and I don't know, you know, it's hard to, you know, there's no way to know for sure, but I would have to say that somewhere down the line, or somebody that read it back then, water still a mist of water would still refract light. So are they saying that that the light did not refract through water mist at all till the flood? You know, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous on the face of it. Like I said, it's a bit of a stretch in that way, but it kind of gives you an idea of the way that people of religion think, though. They don't want to consider science if it upsets what they think that their doctrine is saying. But that's because doctrines as old as the Bible, they were written in forms of stories, fantastical stories. But it garners a belief system and a way of thinking that's not correct, or it shuns anything. People who are extremists, they shun things that are logical. They get into this mindset that you can't. It's almost blasphemous to consider science, and all I'm trying to do, as an agnostic, is sort out what is true. I mean, but the fact that people say, "Oh, the Bible's infallible," well, some of it is, but what's infallible is you can already determine by your common sense. Okay, thou shalt not steal. That's not infallible. That's common sense. And I think a lot of people, they take for granted what is common sense now. See, you find something like that in the Bible, and then they try to use, and because that is undisputable, then they try to use everything else that's in there, and the mindset, then it's like nothing else is fallible either, and that's very dangerous thinking, because if it's in the Bible, it can't be wrong. Well, but just by the way that we approach it too, because so many different people approach it a different way, some more radical than others. But anytime you start talking theology, I mean, some people are accepting, and then the same people can be accepting one moment, not accepting the other. So it's a very interesting concept. But anyway.